my laptop. Check, check. I think we're good. Hopefully you guys can hear me.
Melissa, welcome, Melissa. Nicole, Nicole.
Okay. All right, we're good now. We had to... Okay, I had to switch locations because the Wi-Fi was so terrible at the other place. Okay, we are at Starbucks now. I kind of looked at the charts. I feel like it's not really choosing a direction yet, so I haven't really even been rushing to get into a trade right now. Okay. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mari. I am an aspiring day trader. I am working on my discipline right now. I'm trying to grow my account slowly but consistently, mainly just focusing on my discipline. So I've created some rules for myself, which are here. Pray before the charts or before taking a trade. One trade a day, cannot close early, so it either has to hit stop loss or TP. I can't abandon my plan, pretty much. I trade from 9:30 to 11, and I have one strategy, one instrument, one time frame, MES. I trade supply and demand, and the time frame that I trade is the 5-minute. And my max daily loss right now is $100 because I am trading with a $500 account. There's only 477 right now because I lost yesterday. So that's where we're at. I have grown my account to $25,000 and lost it all. And this is all my real money. I'm trading with my live funds, not a prop firm. So earlier in the year, I lost $25,000 and I decided to go back to the basics and come up with these discipline rules because I realized that my discipline was all over the place and that's why I lost that money. So right now we are just humbling ourselves and trading with super small size, and it's really just about repetition and getting, building that discipline muscle every day. It's really hard. Yesterday, I wanted to quit trading altogether just because, oh my God, like I was just very overwhelmed in the morning. And then I took a trade kind of impulsively and it ended up stopping me out without me even being able to adjust my stop loss. And it wasn't a big loss, it was only $40. But I had 2 winning trades Monday and Tuesday that I left so much money on the table. And so I came in on Wednesday, and obviously this was a mistake, like thinking, okay, I'm excited to like have a really good opportunity so I can actually make money today and like capitalize on the big move if it happens, and I'm not gonna close early, blah, blah, blah. And then that happened. So I felt so defeated and so like, I just want to quit. I'm tired of like, not tired, but like $40 wins are great, but I just feel like I'm so ready for more, you know, but I need to humble myself and just remember that God is looking at what I can handle right now with the small, and how I handle and how I steward the small. And then he can trust me with the big. So I am working on stewarding the little that I have right now to be able to steward the big blessings when they do come. And I don't just throw it all away the way I already did with the $25,000. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I do try to trade live every day if I can. Yesterday was just a bad morning, I couldn't do it, but I am here live every morning if I can, usually from home, but this morning I had a networking meeting. So for my husband and I own a coaching business. I'm also a stay-at-home mom. I have a 6-month-old at home. His name is Levi. He's the best. I love him so much. And he's really why I'm doing all this. So I work with my husband on the business, more behind the scenes, CFO, and bookkeeping, things like that. And then, and trading is like my main thing. So I'm really trying to make this work. But I forgot what my train of thought was. But anyways, oh yeah, so I went to a networking meeting this morning, so I just decided to go to whatever little coffee shop I could find close by, because I have a dentist appointment at 11, so I'm going to be signing off a little bit earlier today to be able to make it in time. Does anybody like going to the dentist? I love going to the dentist. I love it. I love getting my teeth cleaned. I love everything about it. I love going to the doctor. I'm a weird kid. One of those weird kids. So right now I've marked the 1 hour high and low, and it basically pre-market all of yesterday night. It was just it's just been trading in a range, and it kind of broke this low, but then it wicked all the way back up. So I'm not really convinced on a direction as of yet, until it gives me more confirmation. But yesterday, we can go over yesterday. Look at that, baby. Look at that freaking dump. Look at that dump. I definitely took a long yesterday though, and I got stopped out. And I was so tempted to take another trade after bawling my eyes out. But I didn't. I'm proud of myself for that, because it would have been a loss anyway. But yeah, I was wondering if it was going to be a pullback day after this huge, after we broke all-time highs and just ran with it. And like, so Monday, I had a trade that I took 1R on, and it ended up running to 10R. And then Tuesday, I had a trade that I took 1R on, or 1.1R on, and it ended up running to freaking 13R. So, it just like messes with your psychology so much, because you're like, wow, I left so much money on the table. So the next day you come in with bigger size, or just a little bit more confident, or a little bit more, cocky. And of course, it's the day that it doesn't go in your direction. So you have to be careful. But yeah, man, it sucks. I missed the move, but it's okay. It's like this will happen again. I mean, look at this, Look at this. It's gonna happen. It'll work out. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting place to be in right now. I'm not fully excited about taking a trade, because I'm not fully convinced on a position, whether it's going to come down and pull back to the all-time highs and then retest and go back up. Maybe. Or it just keeps pulling. It just keeps pushing. And yesterday was the pullback, because it did find support here. I'm very curious why it found support here. Yeah, there was nothing there yesterday for it to find support here, so I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, I would want to see it really break this, or really break this. But if it doesn't, I'm not gonna take a trade. Signing off a little bit earlier today. They really did it in time. I feel like it's not really loud. Is my mic off? Hello? Maybe I just need to hold it. It's not really loud. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Drain, drain, drain. And yeah, you could totally take trades here. You could totally take trades here. But I just don't want to. See, like it broke this low and then it broke this high. So it's just like bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down. It's so funny. I redid my entire office like earlier. Actually, it was last year, right before I got pregnant. And I like painted the wall. I did like trimming on the wall. It's like really nice and legit. All for YouTube, so I could like start recording YouTube videos. And it's so funny that like now I started posting and like actually posting, and I literally record from everywhere, whether I'm at a coffee shop or like literally in my kitchen with no aesthetic background, just literally my kitchen. I did all that labor, all that work. And I have it. I have the office still, but I just don't like to trade from there because it's so like dark. It doesn't have a lot of windows, so it feels like a dungeon in there, and I don't like it. So my kitchen lets in a lot of light, and that's why I like to, me and my husband like to work from there and trade from there. You feel good. You have to be in an environment that you feel good if you're gonna trade. Yeah, this is kind of boring. Let's see what NQ is doing. NQ is kind of rejecting as well. I'm curious if this bounced. It's to see how it like found support in this area. I'm curious if it was because of something with the NQ. Oh my god, I hope it doesn't pour. I'm gonna be stuck in here. And I have a dentist. I'm gonna get soaked with all my stuff. I might have to leave now. Wow. This came from a 1 hour supply zone. Look at this. Look at this. That is crazy. To a T. So see how this reaction, wait, no. This one was this. This was 9 a.m. this morning. Okay. So that's where it's in like finding support here, but I'm trying to find back here where it found support. Oh, okay. So here's what happened. Let's look at the 5-minute. See, okay, this is what I want you guys to see. This is what I'm seeing right now. So this is yesterday. This is all this is yesterday's price action, the white on 5-minute, right? Time frame. And if you see right here, this is where the low was for yesterday, where it found support after this big drop. That, if you look at the crosshairs, they match up on both charts. So it matches up with this area right here on MNQ. So MNQ found support here, but then it kept dumping. I just saw my friend. But it kept dumping after the support. And MES found support there. It kind of just ranged in that area, whereas in MNQ kept going down. So MNQ, I would say, is more of a downtrend, and MES is in a range. But now, of course, MNQ just broke highs. These highs. So we'll see. See what happens. But I think I would be more inclined to take a long position than a short position if it can break. So it just broke this high, and it broke this high. So let's see if it will come back down to our range. But see, look at this. Wow, that is a huge candle for a zone. Oh my gosh, guys, it's pouring. I don't know if you can see, but it's pouring. Which means I'm stuck here, which means hopefully I can make it to my appointment. Even though in Florida it rains for like 5 seconds, it stops. So this is a huge supply zone, demand zone. It's just huge because that big red candle. So yeah, I don't love it. This is also technically another supply zone because this candle broke this high, so it's kind of like a minor break. So let's see. I'm just observing right now. Gosh, I really... Good news is it's only 5 minutes away. All right, let's see if we can break these eyes. I have to open my eggs because I'm starving.
People are running. Oh, yeah, running, coming out.
All right, so it is reacting at this 5-minute demand zone, but I'm not gonna take a long until it breaks for real.
Maybe we'll be all right.
Yeah, see, I don't, this is kind of like the other day when it kind of broke and then I was like, oh, this is a supply zone. I don't like that. I don't like that little break. I want a significant break if I'm gonna take it. So, I'm gonna wait. There's a play here where you can totally take rejects off this level and probably write it down to like this area. It's another way you could trade. I love taking bounces and rejects. All right, have you guys ever opened a hard-boiled egg this way? Curious to know. I'm gonna get this stuff all over me. But basically, you crack it with a spoon like that. You basically just crack it like in a line, like that, and then put the spoon in, like this, like in the crack, put the spoon in, and basically shell out the egg. Sometimes it gets a little messy, but I don't want to get eggshells in my laptop. So let's put this. Okay, back to my egg. So do that. You get under like the little film. If you can get under the little film that the egg has, that's the best part. It doesn't work. Amazing. Basically just like peels from that. Sometimes if the egg is stuck, Okay. I don't know how much y'all saw, but that's pretty much what you do. And it's so much easier than using your fingers. Okay, so that's a good break. I like that break.
Some people like it when you don't. I prefer that you add it. Because then, you know, you're so food like sugar, you get it easy. You know, you're trying to do it, you know, to get the sugar.
It's funny, my best friend Jay and I were talking the other day. We're both kind of like on this health kick. And now we don't really eat for enjoyment anymore. We literally just eat for nutrients and for health and to meet our macros. And before we were like big foodies, like we just wanted good food, you know? And now it's like I'm eating a plain hard-boiled egg, literally just because I'm hungry, just to get the macros, just to get the nutrients, not because of the flavor. Like I would rather not eat this. But I have been doing really bad at eating. I've been eating so bad. Like not eating bad, but not eating. Because I'm fasting, I forget to eat. And by the time I go to eat, I'm not hungry. And I'm not trying to lose like weight like that. So, okay. Don't get me wrong, I still love food. I love being a foodie. I love eating out at restaurants. But the pain of not having my body after having a baby outweighed the pleasure of junk food. So I was like, yeah, I'd rather feel good in a bikini this summer. And feel good means, like, my body doesn't look perfect, but I know that I've been working really, really hard. I know that I eat healthy. I know that I work out all the time. So whatever my body looks like in a bikini, I'm going to feel confident in because I know I've been putting in the work. I know that my body looks like this just because I had a baby, not because of lack of effort. You know what I mean? Or lack of, you know, or laziness or whatever. So it's like, whatever, I'll wear a bikini. I'm working my butt off. Whether I still have a little pooch or not. I think it's different when you don't take care of your body. Like I know I feel a difference when I'm just being lazy, just being like not taking care of my body, not working out, not eating healthy, and I don't look good, then yeah, I feel really insecure because I'm not doing the work. I think that can translate to anything, truthfully. Got a FaceTime. You're on my live.
You're on live? Oh, okay. Let me know whenever it supports. We're now enrolling in a couple of people, so.
Fire. Okay, I have a dentist appointment at 11. I have to leave here and go straight there. So I'll text you.
Just get an email.
Okay, I'm gonna call you when I leave here. Okay, love you, bye. Guys, the blessings are pouring in. Thank you, Jesus. And I feel so like some type of way. Our business is doing so well, thank God. We have a young adult and teen coaching company, and we had a little bit of a dry spell when I had Levi, because we both were obviously off work. And recently it's picked up so much. And it's just kind of like confirmation from God that we're going in the right direction, because we've recently decided to go into this young adult space. And also, since I don't have two screens, if anybody's chatting with me, I can't see the chat, unfortunately. I have to go into my YouTube and see it. Mic is on. Rick and Tasia, what's up, y'all? I took a break from trading to focus on being disciplined in my everyday life. I just returned to trading after proving to myself I could be consistent. Wow, let's go. Let's go, Tasia. It's just a minor setback for the major comeback. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the coaching company. Oh, it's out. So the blessing, business has picked up so much ever since we decided, really focused on this niche. I'm just feeling like that's what God is calling us to do, and He is really like opening floodgates of clients, and it's been so amazing. We're so busy, but I'm also like, I feel like, just to be completely honest and vulnerable, like I'm just like excited for sure. But I'm just so ready to like, I want to bring in money for our family, like Chris has been the sole breadwinner for a couple years now, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to working since I was 15 years old. So I'm very happy and excited for our company. I'm just so excited for my thing to finally grow. But I have to be patient. It's just not going to be. And I have to be grateful that, wow, how amazing. There's people that are trading and only have trading as their income. And I'm so grateful that I get to go through these discipline rules and really work on my discipline because God is providing for my family in another way. And I know that this will pay off, but it's a long-term game. Same with like social media and content and all that. It's a long-term game. I'm not getting paid by this right now, but I show up every single day like it's my job because it essentially is, and I know it's going to pay me in the long term. So I'm so grateful, so grateful that God is providing for our business this way. And I have to check my heart and I have to ask God to reveal to me what that means and why I'm like, maybe it's envy, I guess. I don't know, I think I'm just so ready to be successful. But I am very grateful, I'm so grateful. And I didn't pray today. That's a great reminder, right? Thank you, Jesus, for this beautiful opportunity to trade, Lord. Thank you that I am sitting at a coffee shop right now, Lord. I used to dream of these days to be able to trade from a place like this, God. So I'm so grateful that I'm here. Thank you for providing for our business and our family, Lord. Thank you for the friends that are on the stream right now, Father. I'm so grateful for a community, Lord, that we're starting to build and just to have each other through this journey because it's not easy, Father. So we're grateful for bringing us together, Father. We pray for patience, peace, and discipline today, Lord. We surrender our greed, our revenge, and our fear over to you, Lord. And we thank you, whether today is a win or a lesson, God. We're grateful for the opportunity. Pray. Amen. Well then, see, that 5 minute completely got wiped out. That 5 minute supply zone. Because it's in a range. And that's kind of like the trade that I took the other day. It was like it kind of broke, and I was like, okay, I'm jumping in, but it was in a range. It didn't. It's not really in a direction yet. So I think it's going to be a no trade day today, which is okay with me. I'm not happy with it. I'm not confident in a direction. If I was confident in a direction, that'd be different, but I'm not. Honestly, this might be the best time. This song that's playing right now, I guess it's Black Friday by Pretty Like the Sun. Or no, it's by Lost Frequencies and Tom Odell. It says, I want to work hard and I want to have fun. is me right now. I want to work hard so I can have fun. I'm so at a place too where like I want to work hard more than I want to have fun because I want to have fun later when I earned it. I don't know. I'm just at a place where I'm so focused on my goals. I don't feel like there's anything. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say there's nothing to celebrate. There's things to celebrate. But I have blown $25,000 this year of trading. So ain't nothing to celebrate right now. Girl, you need to lock in. You need to stop playing around. That's why trading has taken me so long, because you're so worried about having fun all the time. And variety and no discipline. I want this and I want that. This is the first year ever I've ever like locked in for real. Last year I was pretty locked in too. Ever since I had YAP, it's just been a different beast. And I'm so grateful. So yeah, I still have fun. I still hang out with my friends and stuff. But like genuinely, what I genuinely want to do is like get with people that want to talk about their goals and aspirations and dreams and like businesses and like, are you trying to build something big? Like, what are you trying to do? You know, that's like what I want to be surrounded by. And Jesus followers, women that are going to bring me closer to Christ, that when they give me advice, it's always rooted in the word. I love that. I have a friend, Kim, that does that for me.
Other mobile, Brad.
New to the channel. Hi, welcome. And what do you trade? ES and Q or futures? Hi, RPTT777. Welcome. Responding now. There's a delay. Okay, so I trade supply and demand. Welcome, first of all. And then, so I trade supply and demand. I use trend lines and key levels as extra confluences, but they are not part of my entry criteria. They are just tools to help me understand the direction of the market. So I have been trading since, or learning how to trade since like 2020, and live trading since 2024. So yeah, I trade supply and demand. I don't know if you've heard of her trading journal. She has a YouTube channel. She's amazing. It's her strategy. She has it on her YouTube for free. But basically, you find the trend, you look for a break of structure, and then you find a zone to enter if it meets your criteria. Pretty much it. That's how I trade. And then I only trade MES right now. I'm only trading one instrument. I'm only trading with small size. I have a $450 account, $470 account that I'm trading super small with. I'm just working on my discipline right now. And yeah, so I'll look at MNQ, I'll look at other charts, but I won't trade them. Unless I break a rule. But yeah, this is my goal, is to just trade MES with supply and demand entry criteria. I hope that helps. Let me know what you trade. Let me know your journey. Like if you trade full time, let me know about your life and what your name is. I'm Mari, by the way. I feel like my channel has been all over the place this morning, this video. I was like at 2 different coffee shops, talking about fate, talking about peeling an egg. You don't know what you're gonna get when you come to my channel. You're gonna get charts and you're gonna get inspired. That's my goal. I do want to create more long-form content for YouTube. I'm just like, I need to sit down and actually find the time to do it. And maybe like go through my mindset, because I feel like going over trades, like there's so much material on how to trade already out there. I don't feel like my videos should be that. It shouldn't be like, oh, this is how you take an entry or whatever. I kind of want to more inspire people on their discipline. And like, this is what I'm going through. this is what my struggle is right now, and this is how I'm gonna conquer it, or this is my plan to conquer it. And if I fail, you're gonna see me fail, and you're gonna see me get back up. So that's kind of what I want my channel to be, but obviously surrounding trading. So I think I might talk about I think I might do a video soon talking about that and like my mental and what I've been through the past couple weeks, because it's been a lot. And the urge to want to give up, because I have two really close friends of mine that trade, or same journey as me, trying to become profitable. And man, I posted like a story yesterday on my Instagram because I literally was crying. I was literally crying, and I had just like taken a screenshot of it, and I posted it after I felt better, and I was like, this is the reality of trading, like it sucks. And I had my friends reach out because they've been in the same boat. Like they know it's not easy, and you guys know if you're traders, it's not freaking easy, and you want to give up almost every other day. But then when you have a win, or it goes in your direction, you are like on a high, and you're like, I want to tell the entire world, and I'm gonna go. There was this funny meme. It was like it was like a video of this lady walking into a car dealership, and it was like looking at Lambos after I won $100 on M&Q. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm like imagining all these beautiful things I'm gonna have, but I see it so vividly, and the lifestyle I'm gonna have, because I know it's real. I know like God has that for me. I just have to earn it with my discipline. So yeah, I don't even know where I was going with all that. I'm telling you, today I'm just kind of like in a yappy mood. Thanks for sharing. My name is Ryan, trading since 2021. Took several breaks for life and work and gained confidence in my strategy and results within the last year. Let's go. I love to hear that. Like, it's such a journey. 2021, and then now last year, you've stayed consistent, you stayed persistent, and now last year, you're starting to find some profitability. Now about to quit my job and trade full time. August 17th, let's go. Submitting my 2 weeks notice on August 17th. I use break and retest off key levels like previous day high, low paired with the strat. Not sure who created it, but we'll find the creator later. Which numbers, candles as either 1, 2, 3. I have heard of that. I have heard of the strat, actually. I have, and I looked into it a long time ago. And the creator of the strat was, I forget, but he was like this young black kid. He was super cool, like super down to earth, and like just a vibe. And he was I think he was part of the Wealth Squads. I don't know if you guys have heard of Chris Johnson in the Wealth Squad. Love his content. But I think that the strat was part of his community at one point, like years ago. So that's kind of crazy if it is the same person. I trade futures on ES and NQ, and I do options on the Mag 7 stocks. Love it. Been looking for a smaller trading community that's like-minded and not full of BS. Oh, well, you've come to the right place. I'm so happy you're here. Yeah, I will share more. I have to go to a dentist appointment soon. I said earlier on the live, so I have to jump off very, very soon. But I am trading every day live, and I really share a lot about my journey. And then I know Tasia and Rick both have been coming to the stream as well, and they're in the chat, and they also are on the same boat as us. So I'm so happy you're here. Please come back. I also traded options. I actually started out in options. So a little bit about my journey. Like I say this in some of my streams, but I don't expect you to go back and watch them all. But pretty much I started in 2020 and I started like learning trading, and I was trying to find the holy grail strategy for 4 years. Couldn't find it. Ended up, figuring out what I liked. And then the live trading is where now I'm starting to really learn about myself, and that started in 2024. But break and retest is my favorite. So supply and demand is pretty much break and retest. So you're basically, I'll tell you like kind of quickly, you want to find the trend. So if the trend is, let's say, going down, right? Clearly, you want it to be a clear trend. So you want to look on higher time frames to make sure you know the actual direction. And then once it breaks structure, so if you think it's a downtrend and it breaks the most recent low, then you find, you mark up a zone. And the zone is the green candle before the candle that broke the low. So this candle broke this previous low. The green candle before that one would be this one. So this is your zone. And you basically mark it up like this. And you can take an entry when price comes back into your zone, and you can take an entry aggressively, conservatively, or I forget there's another one, but basically you can enter right away, or you can wait for price to kind of play out and wait for like a bearish candle to come out of the zone and then enter. So you kind of choose the way you want to enter and where you put your stop. I like to put my stop outside of the zone. Unless it's too big, then I'll put it on the current candle. But I just truly encourage, like, watch her trading journals videos, YouTube videos. They are so good, and she explains all this. It's how I learned. But since you already know break and retest, like, it's literally the same thing. It's a break and retest of the key of the level. So I love key zones, love break and retest. That's really my, like, that's what I understand. And I feel like all of this, like all the strategies, kind of always go back to break and retest. And Vincent Desiano is a really, really, really great resource for break and retest. I love him, and he trades ES and a whole bunch of other stocks. But yeah, I started with options back then, and then moved to futures in 2024, and ever since then I've been loving it. But I do want to go to options eventually once I gain some consistency and kind of diversify my portfolio more and have both futures and options. And it's almost like a fair value gap, yes. So the fair value gap is different though, because the fair value gap is, I guess, an imbalance where you are, there was one, I feel like there was one a couple days ago. Yeah, so this is a fair value gap. See how there is like a gap between the last candle and this candle? Well, you already know what a fair value gap is, right? So this is the fair value gap. So see how that's different? That's going through the candle. It's not exactly the zone where the orders came out of. Basically, you're thinking that zone, that just the same idea as fair value gap, that orders are stuck there. But super easy. I love break and retest. Key levels, I think what you're doing already works. Like, if it's already working for you and you're profitable, definitely don't change it. This has been what works for me because it's giving me clear entry criteria. I used to struggle with, I'm sure a lot of traders have, or you guys have, with over trading and taking too many setups and seeing too many things. And so one thing that I've really worked on and I've actually gotten really good at is not taking every setup that I see. So I'll see, I love trend lines too. I'll see trend line breaks. I'll see you know, rejects or bounces off of key levels or break and retest off key levels, but I'm not trading that because that's not my entry criteria. My entry criteria says if price reaches my zone, right, and I feel comfortable in that direction, then I take the entry. So that I've only learned in the past like six months is what I've been kind of learning about myself, and that has been major growth for me, to not just take every trade or setup that I see. So we're growing, we're learning. My goal is truly just to have this small community of like all of us trading and really focusing on the discipline of trading, because it's the hardest thing to conquer. But I know that we can all do it if we really put our minds to it. And I don't have many trading friends, so I'm really hoping to gain more of a community out of this too. So I hope you come back. Yes, love Vincent. He's so good. He's so good. Love, love, love him. He's the OG with break and retest. Him and Carmine, which I'm sure if you've heard of Vincent, I'm sure you've heard of Carmine Rosado. Fire. Thank you so much for your support. And Tasia, I don't know if you scrolled up, but Tasia also has had a similar story as mine. I'll read it to you. She took a break from trading to focus on being disciplined in her everyday life. She just returned to trading after proving to herself that she can be consistent. So that's basically exactly the journey I'm on. So Tasia, my girl, thank you so much for coming back. Rick, too, you're like #1 OG since I started streaming, which has only been like 2 weeks, but still. All right, I have to go because I have to go to the dentist. This was a lot of fun. It's a no trade day to me, which is a good win. I, back in the day, could never, ever not have a no trade day. I would have to force a trade. And today I feel really good. No trade. It definitely, look how beautiful the range though. It bounced off the bottom and rejected right off the top. And what is it doing again? Bouncing right off the bottom. See, there's so many different ways to trade. So many ways. I love bounces and rejects, but that's not what I'm trading right now. So I'm not gonna take an entry, but I love to see it. Okay, I gotta go. thank you guys again. It means the world to me. Your support means the world to me. When I want to quit, it really, really, really helps coming on here and just being able to talk and find like-minded people. So thank you. I hope I can do something for you today that inspires you and that motivates you and helps you grow. Bye.
Yes.